Hi everyone. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the resume assignment that you have in this course. There are two parts to this assignment. The first is the resume draft. The resume draft is just a simple draft of your resume that you will submit for peer review. Now the instructor and the TAs will not be grading your resume at that time for correctness or completeness with a relation to the rubric that is on this page. However, you are expected to provide adequate feedback to your peer-reviewed partners. You will have up to 4 or 5 partners for the review session. So you will be assigned your partners, and for the draft you will be graded based off of how well you participate in that group. We will complete a peer review of the resume itself, and then you will complete a peer review of the individual and their participation. If you do not submit a draft, you will not be able to participate in the peer review, and at that point you will receive a 0 for the resume draft itself as an overall assignment. When you get to submitting the final resume, these are the criteria that we will be looking at: overall appearance and style, category selection, contact information, experience, education, skills and interests, grammar, spelling, and punctuation. The point values and descriptions are listed on the assignment page. As far as content goes, you are allowed to make this resume for whatever position that you are currently looking for, whether that's an internship or if that's for a promotion or some other position that you would be applicable to apply for. When you get to your contact information, you may want to keep some of this information anonymized for the purposes of the peer review. You may do this as long as you put in dummy information that is clearly false onto the resume sheet. Just make sure that when you go to actually use this resume in a professional setting, that you put in your actual information instead of the dummy. Also, when you submit your draft resume, there is a special set of instructions for how to do this. There is a resume draft Dropbox available in the assignment section, but you will note that you can't upload a file to it. Instead, there will be a link to go to the content section of iLearn, and you will submit it there under the resume draft submission box. The reason for this is because of how iLearn peer reviews of documents work requires me to put it in the content section rather than as an assignment. So make sure you follow the instructions there for how to submit your assignment, and if you have any trouble, make sure you contact me early so that we can get those issues resolved before the deadline for the submission. If you have any questions about the resume assignment, please make sure you reach out to the TAs or to myself on Teams, and we will have a lecture on resumes as well as interview processes later in the semester, and once that lecture is completed and released, I will attach it to the resume Dropboxes as well as put out an announcement on Teams. Again, if you have any questions, make sure to contact us on Teams. You can ask your questions in the questions channel, or you may directly DM one of the TAs or myself.